Abstraction and detailed portraiture are hardly alike, but one exhibit finds two artists with these different styles crossing paths and sharing the same space in intersections. Joining us are artists Camille Ver and Sarah Gogler, whose works also share the same vision on beauty and power. Good morning, ladies.
Morning, Paolo.
Very interesting, actually. I mean, the way we opened, we said that two very diverse styles and two very diverse types of work, but you're sharing a similar vision. Let's talk about that.
Well, as you said, it's like our unique styles crossing paths now. So it was just a perfect idea for us to show and the audience what we can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in terms of sharing that vision, what exactly is that vision we're talking about here, Sarah?
Well, I think it's just to be able to showcase our works and get ourselves out there, like another side of us, and just our own personal styles. So we weren't given a particular theme, just my style and Camille's style. Tas bahala na.
And then I mean, probably it's the idea of the contrast really between the two styles that is interesting here, and the fact that you are sort of crossing paths or intersecting, as your exhibit title implies.
Yes, and I also actually, can I just, I don't know, if I may, I just noticed that it's intersections, right? And it's our own personal style, but there is still similarities in a way where my works are line art and detailed, and with subtle colors for the backgrounds, while Camille's is bright colors with minimal pen and ink. So we kind of meet. It's like a splash of each other's. Like we cross.
All right, that's an interesting thing to talk about there. Let's talk about your art styles and well, your personal thoughts on art, on why you do what you do. I mean, your abstractions are very distinct. I mean, why is that the chosen way that you've chosen to express yourself?
Yeah, it's my passion to just try to combine the colors. You know, I that's my pursuit, like to just look for and think for good combinations in order for me to also do the doodles and the drawings on top of it.
Okay, and your portraiture, Sarah, is well known. I mean, it's a very distinct sort of style, and people often comment they look very much like you. I mean, are they self-portraits? Do they just happen to have a great resemblance to you? Are these different people? Are these you?
Well, I think the message that I'm trying to send is just basically. I guess it's just my stand on being a very strong woman, because when I was growing up, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. I'm like stuttering. Okay, sorry everybody.
All right.
But I mean, it's not necessarily me. It's just that I put myself into it. That's probably why people can see the similarities in features, because it's a piece of me. So I just put my heart into what I'm doing, and this is what comes out.
Why is it, how would you explain the journey for you? Why is it you've ended up with this very distinct style and stuck with portraits? I mean, what's the journey been all about for you, where you are now?
Well, I started drawing since I was a little girl, and ever since then, I've just continued to pursue art. I graduated from UST, and during my college days, I've been freelancing for album covers, album designs. Music has always been a part of it. Not necessarily that I draw portraiture, it just happened to be this time. This is the moment where I have something to share. But before, I've never really done portraiture, just more of basically anything. I used to draw monsters and beautiful fish, scary monsters and stuff. Okay. So I think this is just me at 24.
Where you are now.
Yeah, with Camille.
Okay. Well, where you are now is you're also a well-known tattoo artist. Is this born out? I mean, I can see some sort of a link between tattoo art and this style? Does this come from the tattooing, or the tattooing? Was the tattooing born out of this?
Well, I think they influenced each other because my style is the reason why I decided to become a tattoo artist. It's because I wanted to give an option to people who want to have original designs and personally made designs. An option for people who want to have a personal concept and they want it to be executed in a different and unique style.
Okay, you're not just designing the tattoos. You're actually doing the tattooing
Yes,
yourself.
I also tattoo myself.
All right.
So in that process where I became a tattoo artist and then now I'm working like this, I think it also influenced these works in such a way where when I tattoo, it's aesthetic. So it follows our body has certain curves that you have to follow. It's not just something that you stick on and then, okay, tattoo, and then it's forever. You have to follow, I mean, for me, I would rather you get a tattoo that accents your body, like it follows, like for example, this one follows the muscle.
Right.
Right? It has to be placed in certain spots. So when I do my tattoos, it follows a flow. That's probably why it influenced the hair, the flowiness of
Right.
the other
Okay.
works.
I like your thoughts on tattoo. I think we'll need to talk about that. Now, Camille, the idea of exhibiting at a mall. I mean, do you feel it's more inclusive? Do you feel it can reach out to a lot of people, or do you think art really does belong in galleries?
Well,
I mean,
nowadays,
because the exhibit is going to be at the first corridor of the Power Plant Mall in Rockwell. I mean, I've seen quite a number of art being exhibited there. I like it myself. You know, you're in a very public space, and it's a nice change from what you usually see there. What are your thoughts on exhibiting in an area like a mall? Do you feel it makes art a little more inclusive?
it actually makes art more available to everyone, right? Because a lot of people go to the malls,
Right.
and it makes our art more accessible. And we're actually excited about it because, you know, it's not just the people from the art scene who get to see it and who are really collectors.
Right.
It's the public. It's everyone.
Okay. Tell us about the works that you guys have put together for the exhibit. How many pieces are you going to be exhibiting, and you know, what is the thread that links your abstractions, and what is the thread that links your portraits together?
We have all in all 24 works.
Okay.
I have 12 and Sarah has 12.
All right.
And I think the thing that links our works is our use of pen. Yeah, and
But
color,
from
because
with the, yeah.
but from I mean, your 12 pieces, is there a theme that runs through all of them? Are they meant to be seen as a cohesive whole, or are they individual pieces on individual themes?
Basically, it's supposed to be individual pieces, but when they see it like more closely, when they go and visit, that's where they'll see that we have the common vision of showing these pieces.
All right. And Sarah, your collection of portraits, are they all going to be portraits? Do you step out of that style? Is that what you're exploring right now?
For the exhibit at Rockwell, they will all be portraits with elements. Like, for example, this one has some elements. They each send a message to the viewer. So I leave some space to it for the viewer to be able to put their own interpretation. When you read the titles of my works and then you look at the artwork, you can think of a story for yourself.
All right.
So it kind of like makes your imagination active.
There you go, and that's exactly what art is supposed to do, isn't it? All right, well, okay, let's fill them in on the details. It's going to be Intersection. It's an art exhibit, of course, of these two lovely ladies, Sarah Gogler and Camille Ver, on September 6 to 18 at the first corridor of the Power Plant Mall, Rockwell in Makati City. Congratulations in advance, ladies,
Thank
and
you.
well,
Thank you.
good luck and congratulations.